My name is Abby Neff, and I am finishing up my first AmeriCorps term with the VISTA program. I went to Ohio University for 4 years, and I graduated with degrees in journalism and Spanish. And after graduation, I was unsure of what I wanted to do, and my friend was serving in AmeriCorps through the VISTA program, and so I wanted to explore that too, which is where I ended up at Rural Action. My expectations have been completely exceeded, especially with the types of relationships and the things that I've learned. I've learned so much about nonprofit areas, I've learned about writing, I've learned about volunteer management, but I've also learned a lot about the environment, and I've learned a lot about what makes people really passionate. It's really important to consider what being an AmeriCorps service member means to the communities where we're serving. We're providing resources, we're supporting people, we are establishing community care, which I think is really important. So we should be able to continue that with funding and growth as we, look for another 30 years. I am so glad that I knew about all these volunteer opportunities. I think getting out and meeting people in the community who have been doing this work for so long is crucial to sustaining our mission as AmeriCorps members. The last year was hard and I learned a lot, but the things that I've learned I'm gonna carry with me in the rest of my life, and any job that I do, any career path I take, and even interpersonal relationships, because I feel like I was really able to connect with people on a level that I had never before.
My name is Darius Beckham. I was in AmeriCorps in 2018 through 2019. I served in the City of Dayton's Community Engagement Division. I served in AmeriCorps because I was looking for an opportunity to volunteer and actually give my skills, my talent back to my hometown of Dayton, Ohio. And AmeriCorps provided the perfect opportunity for me not to just learn more about the city and what was going on, the problems, the good, the bad, but it also provided me the opportunity to be a part of actual impact and change-making work. We know that across local communities, across cities, that the work of trying to improve residents' lives is tough work. Providing AmeriCorps members to supplement the work that communities are doing helps further that work. It helps bring new ideas and new energy to do the hard work of public service. AmeriCorps provided me the network, the support system, the contacts, the foundation to not just get my foot in the door of City Hall, but to really confirm and validate that public service is what I wanted to do. So I always contribute and credit AmeriCorps with really helping lay the foundation for where I am now. If you're somebody that's just starting in AmeriCorps, my advice would be to keep an open mind. Go in with a willingness to serve and learn and connect with your community, and just really be committed to the work. AmeriCorps provides a phenomenal start to a public service career. If you're willing to learn, AmeriCorps is a phenomenal place to begin.
My name is Jessica Wobig. I served in the Ohio History Service Corps with the Cleveland Landmarks Commission from 2010 to 2013 for 3 years of service. I decided to join AmeriCorps because I was going back to grad school in the wake of the 2008 recession, reimagining my future and career, and knowing that I wanted to do something for my community. I was able to provide the professional volunteer services to the City of Cleveland Landmarks Commission as a full-time 1,700 hours year commitment, providing community surveys in neighborhoods that otherwise would be razed at the peak demolition that resulted from the mortgage foreclosure crisis in 2008. So without AmeriCorps, 150 buildings a year would have just been lost to time. So being able to spend time in communities, record the buildings, talk to residents, grow interest in history of these neighborhoods, it's a type of capacity building that oftentimes would not be done. I'm convinced that if I had not served in AmeriCorps, I would not have the career I have today. Not only did I come from a poverty background, I didn't have that knowledge of how do you make these connections, how do you do this, and AmeriCorps gave me the confidence, it helped me build out the networks and develop the professional skills that I needed that transferred directly to the career I have. I am so excited for each and every one of you who are starting your AmeriCorps journey today. It's an opportunity for you to spend time on yourself and thinking about what makes you unique and what your purpose is. Use your connections within AmeriCorps to build those lifelong networks with your service members, with other AmeriCorps programs. Really work the network and think about how your personal passion and purpose can drive change for yourself as well as your greater community.
My name is Janet George. I served in the inaugural class of AmeriCorps in 1994 with AmeriCorps for Math and Literacy at the Ohio State University. From the beginning, I felt like I was making a difference. I worked in a kindergarten classroom in the first year, and I had a child who was challenged in all the ways that you can imagine. No, her home life was not good. She had not had any schooling. She barely knew her alphabet, didn't know her alphabet at all. And we were taught to start with the child's name. And her name started with a D. We wrote books. D is for dinosaur. We wrote D's in sand. We did everything I could possibly think of to help her to learn her letters. The day she got it, I was so overwhelmed. I just put my head down on the table and cried. I couldn't even believe it. I mean, I've always volunteered with children in schools, in the community, in libraries. I think the difference for me with that in AmeriCorps is that we were doing it together. We were Corps members, we were getting things done, we were supporting each other, learning together and growing together. You can have a passion, but it's different when you're serving in that passion and that desire with other people who have the same goals and mentality that you do. I am so excited for all the people who are starting their year of service this year, because I know what an impact they will have on their community, on their neighborhoods, really on our country, but also on themselves. Service changed your life. It changes your life.